The Kent Laboratory Academy was designed by Hutteball and Oremus Architecture and built by Comer GC for the Kent School District. It is a school that serves grades 3 through 12 with a capacity of about 450 students and is in a building that is about 62,000 square feet.
A laboratory academy is a place for learning innovation in partnership with a university. In our case, we are partnered with the University of Washington, Tacoma, and we collaborate to benefit our students and the learning that's taking place in our building.
When Dave first approached us about this project, we were really excited and intrigued by the challenge of an academy. You know, when we're given an elementary school, a middle school, or a high school, we have a general idea of what the building blocks of those buildings might be, but an academy was something very different, very new, and the academy really encourages community involvement from community partners, bringing in outside organizations to support the needs of the students. For us in this school, it meant developing spaces across the building that could be used by students or by adults throughout the day.
It would not be closed after 5 o'clock in the evening. It would be open to our community. It would not be closed in the summer. It would not be closed during the breaks, because during the breaks there are community pieces or community gatherings, if you will, that continue.
When we sat down to do pre-design, their modules were not so that you felt intimidated or overwhelmed. We were able to capture and design spaces with a blank canvas. Our current academies were in buildings that they had to mold into. We were able to actually take this design, like I said, and start with a blank canvas, and it was just a remarkable experience.
We have spaces like some of our flex spaces or conference rooms that enable our students to be able to work together, or for educators to come alongside, or even our university partners to come and work with our students, sometimes for intervention or conferencing with students. The space enables that to happen in a way that's very organic and very fluid and very natural.
Designing flexibility into this building was really about making sure that no space was a unitasker, right? That no space could only be used for one function, and that function couldn't change over time. This building needed to be incredibly agile, very resilient to change. It meant knowing that the counselor's office today might tomorrow be the perfect podcasting room for students, or knowing that the library would actually become a media center, and how could we provide the right infrastructure both with power and data and acoustics and finishes to allow this building to really develop over time and best suit the needs of this academy.
If this space were to be used 24/7, who would be our audience? We have obviously our students during the day, but there are distinct areas that can be open for our community. So we could have technically community using the space certain parts of the time, while other parts of the building are learning that's happening during that time.
We provided very flexible and very adaptable furnishings. We've got sit-stand desks, lab tables, various types of seating. And a really great example of that would be in the flex area. We've got quite a bit of soft seating in that area, and I've seen it used in a couple different ways. One of them is where they can take all the soft seating and put it together in a big U-shaped type couch. And it really kind of creates a very inclusive and engaging environment for the kids. It really gives them a chance to collaborate. In the same token, if they need to break out into small group spaces, or if they need some one-on-one attention, they can just split that furniture up within a matter of minutes and really make it fit what they need for that time. The way that the building was designed kind of allows them to accommodate. I mean, there may be one year where they've got 100 fifth graders and only 50 third graders. And I think between the spaces that we've created and the flexible furniture, it's pretty easy to quickly modify it for third grade or fifth grade or even 12th grade.
The Commons in this academy is also a highly flexible space. It opens onto the platform, which can be used as a stage for events, and also directly to the outside with a covered play area, which houses 2 ping pong tables, which have become firm favorites with the student body.
This particular project was pretty unique for us. It's on a corner of a major intersection. So we wanted to make something more modern, a little bit vibrant, putting the building kind of closer to the street corner and kind of creating intertwining boxes, giving it this modern urban kind of look, while also giving it a splash of these red hues to really kind of add some vibrancy and some energy to the corner.
I've always said that these buildings are not our buildings, they are the community's buildings. And what can we do to be able to have them available and access to the community? And so if we think of the use of community, you have to think of that alongside the architect. Because the architect has to be able to think of, so what is your vision and how might be able to make that happen?
The success of this project was definitely teamwork. From the architect, designers, consultants, we were able to bring this building in on time, under budget. You can't have a more cohesive team than that. For those who don't know it, this prior building stood here for over 70 years. It was the Panther Lake Elementary School. It was built in 1938 by the Works Progress Group. I am looking at this building as I drive by and I'm thinking that this is not going to be a 70-year building, but a 100-year building.